Welcome everybody. Today we are going to be doing section 6.3, angles formed by transversals. So first of all, what is a transversal? So a transversal is a line that intersects two or more coplanar lines at different points. So in this picture, the transversal is that line that's cutting through the other two lines. So that line is our transversal. When we look at a transversal cutting through two other lines, there are two different things we usually talk about. We've got an interior, which is between the two lines, and then the exterior is the outside of the two lines, also an exterior over here. So as we go through today, we'll be looking at the interior made by a transversal two lines and the exterior. We've got two definitions we're reviewing. So we've got vertical angles, which we've done a lot with recently. So those are congruent opposite angles created by two intersecting lines. So in this picture, angle 3 is opposite angle 4, and angle 1 is opposite angle 2. And those angles are congruent. So that means if angle 3 is 130 degrees, angle 4 is also 130 degrees. Which I know 130 and 50 make 180. So if this is 50, the one across from it is 50. I knew that angle 4 and angle 2 had to equal 180 because they're a linear pair. So a reminder, a linear pair is two adjacent angles whose non-common side forms a straight line. So if you look at angles 4 and 5, right here their non-common side is forming a straight line. And the angles are adjacent, they share this side. So I know that this angle 5 is a linear pair with angle 6, which means they should equal 180 degrees altogether. So if this angle was maybe 150, together they'd have to be 180, so this would have to be 30. So they would need to add up to be 180. So with the transversal, sometimes you'll have those vertical angles and linear pairs. Actually, you'll always have those. And then we also have some new vocab words. So we've got alternate interior angles. So remember I said the interior is between those two lines. So if they're alternate, they're on opposite sides of the transversal. So if I look at the interior, angle 3 is on the interior, it's on the inside. The angle opposite that is angle 4. So it's like across from it, it's on opposite sides of the transversal, and it's also on the interior. Then angle 1 is also on the interior, and it is opposite angle 2. So angle 1 and angle 2 are also alternate interior. Next, we've got same side interior. So we're still looking between these lines. We're looking at the interior, and the same side, they're going to be on the same side of the transversal. So this time, angle 3 is on the same side as angle 2. So they are same side interior angles. And angle 1 and angle 4 are same side interior angles. Our final two, we've got corresponding angles. So these are on the same side of the transversal and in the same position for both lines. So what I mean by that is if I look at angle 6, in this like group of 4 angles, it's in the upper right-hand corner. And in this group of 4 angles, the upper right-hand corner is angle 2. So angle 6 and angle 2 are corresponding angles. So sometimes I draw those boxes to help me visualize like which corner they're in. Then angle 5 is in the upper left-hand corner, and in the bottom group, angle 4 is in the upper left-hand corner. So 4 and 5 are corresponding angles. Angle 1 is in the lower left-hand corner, and angle 7 is. So 1 and 7 are corresponding angles. And finally, angle 3 and angle 8 are both in the lower right-hand corner, so they are corresponding angles. The last word we have is alternate exterior angles. So exterior are going to be on the outside, so out here and out here, so not between the two lines. And these are alternate, so again, they're going to be on opposite sides of the transversal, but this time on the exterior. So an exterior angle would be like angle 6. And if I go to the other, like the alternate exterior on the other side, is angle 7. So like we've switched sides of the transversal and we're going like on the other exterior. Number 5, angle 5 is also on the exterior and it alternates with angle 8. And next, like later, we'll learn properties of these sorts of angles, but today we're just identifying them. So let's try that out. So on the next page, we're going to try identifying these angles. So the first one says corresponding angles. So corresponding, that was the ones that are in the same position. So I'm going to draw my boxes so that I can kind of see it a little better. So in the upper left-hand corner, I've got angle 2. And in the other box, we've got in the upper left-hand corner is angle 6. So angle 2 and angle 6 are corresponding. We're going to have 4 of these. So angle 4 upper right-hand corner and angle 8. So 4 and 8 are also corresponding. Then we have angle 3s at the bottom and angle 7s at the bottom. So those are corresponding. 3 and 7, sorry. And then our last set, angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding. That little sign like this that I make, that's just me abbreviating and. So anytime you see me write that like plus sign, it means and. Okay, next one, we've got alternate interior angles. So I'm going to erase what I've done so far over here. So interior, we're looking on the inside. So between the two lines, this is interior. So alternate interior. So the interior, I see angle 4 is on the inside. So if I go across alternating, that's going to be angle 5. So angle 4 and angle 5 are alternate interior. And then angle 6 is on the interior, and it alternates with 3. So angles 3 and 6 are interior. Next, we've got alternate exterior. So again, I'm going to erase what I've done so far. So alternate exterior on the outside, so my exterior is out here. So angle 2 is on the exterior, and if I go to the other side alternating on the transversal, that's number 7. So angle 2 and angle 7. Also, angle 1 and angle 8 are alternate. So that's alternate exterior angles. Next, we've got same side interior. So we've got our interior, so same side, angle 4 and angle 5. Oh, nope, those are alternate. So angle 4 is same side with angle 6. So angle 4 and angle 6. And then angle 3 is on the same side as 5, and it's still on the interior. So angle 3 and angle 5. All right, next we've got vertical angles. So vertical angles, that's what we practiced a lot already. That's when we're looking within an X. So when I look at like how these two lines make an X, I'm looking at which angles are opposites each other. So like angle 1 and angle 4, they're opposites, so they're vertical angles. And angle 2 is across from angle 3, so they're also vertical. Same in the other group. So if I look at the X that these two lines make, 6 is across from 7, so angle 6 and 7. And angle 8 is across from angle 5. Oops, wait. Angle 1 and 4. Whoa, I just wrote those for linear pair, and those are all vertical angles, so that's my bad. Linear pair, there's actually a whole bunch of them. So linear pair, there are 8 different linear pairs in this picture, so there's a lot. And that's because every time you've got a straight line, it's creating like 2 different linear pairs. So here, like 2 and 4, they sit on a straight line together. So angle 2 and angle 4. And then 4 is also on a straight line with 3. So angle 4 and angle 3 are a linear pair. But 3 is also on a straight line with 1. So 3 and 1 go together. And then 1 loops all the way back around to angle 2. So angle 1 and angle 2 are a linear pair. Then in the other group, we have another 4. So like 5 and 6, they're on a straight line together. 6 and 8 are on a straight line together. 8 and 7. And 7 and 5. So every time we do linear pairs for these pictures, you're going to have 8 different combinations. Finally, for this picture, They asked us, they say measure of angle 1 is 120. Then what's the measure of angle 4? Well, these are vertical, so that's also going to be 120. And the other one says measure of angle 5 is 165. And what's the measure of angle 7? Ooh, those are a linear pair, so I know they've got to add up to 180. So I can do 180 minus 165, which is 15. So measure of angle 7 is 15 degrees. All right, you've seen them all, so why don't you try the next problem? So pause the video and then watch the next set. All right, I'm going to go a little faster this time. So again, between the two lines, that's the interior, and this outside is the exterior. So corresponding, they're in the same parts. So if I look at my groups, 1 and 3 are both the upper left hand. 5 and 7 are the upper right hand. 6 and 8 are the lower right hand. And angle 2 and angle 4 are the lower left hand. Now we've got alternate interior. So alternate interior. So 2 and 7 are on the interior and they're across from each other. And 6 and 3. Alternate exterior. Exterior is on the outside, so 1 alternates with 8. And 5 alternates with 4. Then we have same side interior. So same side interior, so on the inside 6 is on the same side as 7. And 2 is on the same side as 3. Vertical angles, each group will have a set. So like 1 is across from 6. And 2 is across from 5. And the other set, 7 is across from 4. And 3 is across from 8. Finally, we have our linear pairs. So that's all the angles that are sitting next to each other. So 1 is next to 5. They make a straight line. 5 also makes a straight line with 6. 6 makes a straight line with 2. And 2 makes a straight line with 1. That's the top group. Then the bottom group, 3 makes a straight line with 7. 7 makes a straight line with 8. 8 makes a straight line with 4. 4 makes a straight line with 3. All right, I've got 8 totals of groups, so that means I've done them all. Finally, measure of angle 2 equals 75 degrees. So what is measure of angle 1? Well, they are on a straight line together, so I know they've got to equal 180. So I can do 180 minus 75, so I get 105 degrees. And the last one, angle 3 is 150. So angle 8, ooh, those are vertical angles, so this is also 150. All right, I think that is it. Yep, that's it. Okay, well, I hope you have a better understanding of what the angles are called now. Good luck with your worksheet.